Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about one of the greatest barriers between where you are and where you want to be: excuses. Excuses are the stories we tell ourselves to justify inaction, mediocrity, or failure. But here's the truth: excuses are nothing more than lies wrapped in comfort. If you want success, happiness, and fulfillment, you must eliminate excuses from your life. The power to rise above every obstacle lies within you. Excuses are often the stories we tell ourselves to rationalize why we can't achieve something. They are convenient shields protecting us from discomfort or failure. But in truth, excuses don't protect us, they imprison us. Every time we say, "I can't because," we put up a wall between ourselves and our potential. These walls are not built by external forces. They are built by our own thoughts, fears, and doubts. Think about this. How many times have you heard someone say, "I don't have enough time," or "I don't have the resources," or even "it's too late for me"? These are classic excuses, and they might feel valid in the moment. But let's break it down. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. Many people have started with nothing and built something incredible. And age is just a number. These so-called limitations are not facts, they are beliefs. Beliefs that we cling to because they are easier than confronting the truth. That we might have to work harder, step out of our comfort zone, or face uncertainty. Excuses are like chains that keep us tied to the same spot while the world moves forward. They don't stop time, they just stop you. The more you lean into excuses, the more you reinforce a mindset of limitation. You start to believe that your situation is unchangeable, that the barriers around you are permanent. But the reality is, most of these barriers exist only in your mind. When you let go of excuses, something incredible happens. You take back control of your life. Instead of saying, "I can't," you start asking, "How can I?" This shift in perspective opens doors where you once saw walls. It pushes you to find solutions, resources, and paths that you didn't even realize were there. Let me ask you, are your excuses more powerful than your dreams? Because every excuse you make is a decision to stay where you are instead of moving toward where you want to be. If you want to break free from the cycle of excuses, you have to recognize them for what they are: self-imposed limitations. And the good news is, what's self-imposed can also be self-removed. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and unexpected twists. It's tempting to see these challenges as roadblocks that prevent us from achieving our goals. But here's a mindset shift that can change everything. Challenges are not barriers, they are opportunities in disguise. The struggles you face are not designed to defeat you, they are meant to shape you, teach you, and prepare you for what lies ahead. Think about the strongest people you know, mentally, emotionally, or physically. Do you think they became that way by avoiding difficulty? Of course not. Strength is built in the gym of adversity. Each challenge you face is like a weight being added to your barbell. You can either drop it and walk away, or you can lift it over and over until you grow strong enough to carry even more. Many people allow challenges to define them in negative ways. They see difficulties as proof that they are not capable, or that the universe is against them. But this is a dangerous perspective. When you see challenges as enemies, you miss out on the incredible growth that comes from facing and overcoming them. Each challenge you conquer becomes a stepping stone, elevating you closer to your goals. Now, let's address the fear of failure, because it's a common excuse people use when faced with challenges. Nobody likes to fail. But failure, when viewed through the right lens, is one of the most valuable teachers in life. Every failure provides you with lessons you can't learn any other way. The key is to stop seeing failure as a full stop and start seeing it as a comma, a pause in your journey, not the end of it. Take a moment to reflect on a challenge you're currently facing. Maybe it's a demanding job, a difficult relationship, or a personal goal that feels out of reach. Now ask yourself, what is this challenge teaching me? Perhaps it's teaching you resilience, patience, or creativity. Perhaps it's forcing you to develop new skills or to approach life from a different angle. The lesson is always there, but you have to look for it. Challenges are also opportunities to prove to yourself what you're capable of. When you overcome something you once thought was impossible, you expand your belief in yourself. This newfound confidence spills over into other areas of your life, creating a ripple effect of growth and achievement. The next time you face a challenge, remind yourself that it's not a punishment, it's a test of your strength, determination, and character. Taking full ownership of your life is one of the most liberating yet challenging commitments you can make. It means embracing the reality that you are the architect of your destiny. While you may not control every event in your life, you do control your responses, decisions, and mindset. Ownership requires courage because it forces you to face uncomfortable truths about your actions and inactions. The first step in taking ownership is accountability. It's easy to blame others when things don't go your way. A difficult boss, unsupportive family members, bad luck, or even society itself. But blaming external factors strips you of your power. When you say, "I failed because of X," you are also saying, "I'm powerless to change my situation." This mindset creates a cycle of helplessness and stagnation. Accountability doesn't mean punishing yourself for mistakes or circumstances outside your control. Instead, it means honestly evaluating where you could have done better. It's about asking tough questions. Did I put in my best effort? Did I make the most of my opportunities? Did I learn from my failures? Or did I dwell on them? This process can be uncomfortable, but it's essential for growth. Taking ownership also involves recognizing the role of choice in your life. Every day you make choices that shape your future. You choose how to spend your time, how to treat others, and how to respond to challenges. Even choosing to do nothing is still a choice. When you realize that you have agency in every moment, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as a creator of opportunities. A significant barrier to ownership is the comfort zone. Many people stay stuck because it feels safer to blame others or external conditions than to take responsibility. After all, if your success depends on someone else, you don't have to face the fear of failing on your own. But comfort zones, while familiar, are also prisons. Growth happens when you step outside of them, take risks, and take responsibility for the outcomes. Another aspect of ownership is emotional responsibility. It's natural to feel hurt, angry, or disappointed when life doesn't go your way. However, blaming others for how you feel only perpetuates your pain. Emotional ownership means acknowledging your feelings, understanding their roots, and choosing how to process and respond to them. It's not about denying your emotions, but about refusing to let them control you. Finally, taking ownership involves setting clear goals and priorities. You can't control everything, but you can control your focus. Decide what matters most to you and align your actions with those values. If you want to improve your health, take ownership by eating well, exercising, and seeking knowledge. If you want to build better relationships, take ownership by communicating openly, apologizing when necessary, and investing time and effort into those connections. Ownership is empowering because it reminds you that change is always possible. The moment you stop waiting for someone or something to save you and start taking action, you unlock your true potential. You begin to see obstacles as challenges to overcome, not as excuses to quit. Ownership is not a one-time decision, it's a daily practice. Every choice, every action, every thought contributes to the life you create. Action is the single most powerful tool you have to turn dreams into reality. Without action, even the best intentions and the most detailed plans amount to nothing. Yet so many people hold themselves back with excuses. They convince themselves that they are not ready, that they don't have enough resources, or that the timing isn't right. But the truth is, the longer you wait, the more those excuses will grow. Why do we make excuses? At its core, it's often about fear. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, or even fear of success can keep you stuck in a cycle of inaction. Excuses act as a shield, protecting you from the discomfort of trying and potentially falling short. But that same shield also blocks you from progress. The best way to silence excuses is to act, even if it's just a small step. When you take action, you shift your mindset from I can't to I'm doing. This simple shift builds momentum, and momentum is a powerful force. Once you start moving, it becomes easier to keep going. Think of it like pushing a car. Getting it to roll takes effort, but once it's moving, it requires far less force to maintain. Action also fosters clarity. Many people delay starting because they don't have all the answers, or because the path ahead seems uncertain. But the truth is, clarity comes from doing, not from waiting. When you take action, you gain experience, learn from mistakes, and discover new opportunities you couldn't have predicted. A common excuse is, I'm waiting for the right time, but there's no such thing as a perfect moment. Life is full of uncertainties, and waiting only delays your progress. Instead, act in the face of imperfection. Start with what you have and where you are. The important thing is to begin. Another excuse is lack of resources, time, money, or support. While these are valid challenges, they're not insurmountable. If you don't have the resources you need, take action to find them. Work with what you have and be resourceful. Many of the world's greatest success stories started with very little. Action requires commitment and persistence. It's not enough to act once. You need to keep showing up, especially when progress feels low or when obstacles arise. There will be days when you feel unmotivated or when your efforts seem fruitless. On those days, remind yourself that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal.
Motivation is an emotional state, a surge of enthusiasm that can push you toward taking the first step. It's the spark that lights the fire of ambition. And while it's important, motivation is inherently fleeting. Think about the last time you were motivated to start something new, a workout routine, a project, or learning a skill. The initial burst of energy may have felt unstoppable, but what happened when life got busy, distractions emerged, or the journey became tougher than you anticipated? This is where the power of discipline steps in. Discipline is the cornerstone of lasting success. It is the unwavering commitment to a goal, regardless of how you feel at any given moment. Unlike motivation, which depends on external factors or emotions, discipline is internal and self-sustaining. It's about making decisions based on your goals, not your mood. Discipline asks you to take control of your habits and choices, to show up consistently even when enthusiasm fades, and to prioritize long-term rewards over short-term comforts. To understand discipline's value, let's consider its role in habits. A habit is a behavior repeated consistently until it becomes second nature. The key to forming habits is discipline. For example, waking up early to exercise might feel difficult at first, especially if you're not a morning person. Motivation might get you out of bed for a few days, but only discipline will turn it into a routine. Over time, with consistent effort, what once felt like a chore becomes automatic, requiring far less mental energy. This transformation is the magic of discipline. It turns effort into ease. Discipline also involves mastering the art of delayed gratification. This means resisting the temptation of immediate pleasures to achieve greater rewards later. It's a skill that applies to every aspect of life. In relationships, it might mean having difficult but necessary conversations to build deeper trust. In finances, it might mean saving money instead of indulging in impulse purchases. In personal growth, it might mean dedicating hours to studying or practicing a skill instead of seeking quick entertainment. Delayed gratification isn't about depriving yourself, it's about investing in your future. One of the most challenging aspects of discipline is overcoming excuses and distractions. Excuses often stem from fear, doubt, or a desire for comfort. For example, you might convince yourself that you don't have enough time to pursue a goal, but discipline challenges you to re-evaluate your priorities. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. It's how you allocate them that matters. Discipline requires you to create a structured environment where distractions are minimized and focus is maximized. This might mean setting boundaries, like turning off notifications during work hours or dedicating a specific space for studying or creating. Another vital component of discipline is accountability. When you hold yourself accountable, you take responsibility for your actions and their outcomes. This means owning up to mistakes, learning from them, and staying committed to your goals. External accountability, such as sharing your progress with a trusted friend or mentor, can also be incredibly powerful. It provides an extra layer of motivation and support, ensuring you stay on track even during moments of doubt. Building discipline is not an overnight process, it's a journey. Start small and focus on consistency rather than perfection. Set realistic, achievable goals and break them into manageable steps. Celebrate your progress, no matter how minor it seems, because every step forward reinforces your commitment. Over time, these small actions compound, leading to significant results. Finally, discipline fosters resilience. Life is unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable. Without discipline, these obstacles can feel insurmountable, leading to frustration or giving up entirely. But discipline equips you with the mental toughness to persevere. It reminds you that progress isn't always linear and even small efforts matter. By showing up day after day, you build the confidence and momentum needed to overcome challenges and keep moving toward your goals. Understanding your why is arguably the most powerful tool you can wield in the pursuit of your goals. Your why is your purpose, the deep-rooted reason behind your actions. It's the spark that ignites your passion, the compass that guides your decisions, and the fuel that keeps you moving forward when the road becomes difficult. Without a clear and compelling why, it's easy to lose motivation, get distracted, or give up when faced with challenges. Finding your why requires introspection. Begin by asking yourself, what do I truly want to achieve? Why is this goal important to me? How will it impact my life and the lives of those around me? Dig deep into your aspirations and values. Your why should be personal and meaningful, something that resonates with your core beliefs. It's not about societal expectations or external validation, it's about what genuinely drives you. For example, consider someone pursuing a career in medicine. Their why might be a desire to help others, inspired by a loved one's experience with illness. This purpose provides clarity and direction. It serves as a reminder during long hours of studying, moments of doubt, or challenging situations in the workplace. When they reconnect with their why, they find renewed energy and commitment to their path. Once you identified your why, make it a tangible presence in your life. Write it down in detail and place it somewhere visible in your desk as a screensaver or in a journal you revisit daily. Create a vision board with images, quotes or symbols that represent your purpose. These visual reminders keep your why at the forefront of your mind, especially during times when excuses or distractions threaten to derail you. Your why is also a source of resilience. When the journey becomes challenging, it reminds you of what's at stake. For instance, an entrepreneur facing setbacks might reflect on their why of building a better future for their family. This perspective shifts their focus from temporary struggles to long-term rewards, helping them push through obstacles. However, your why is not static, it can evolve as you grow. As you achieve milestones or experience new life events, your priorities may shift. It's important to periodically revisit your purpose and ensure it still aligns with your goals. If it doesn't, take the time to redefine it. A strong current why keeps you grounded and motivated. Moreover, your why helps you make better decisions. When you're clear on your purpose, you can filter out distractions and focus on what truly matters. For example, if your why is to improve your health so you can be more active with your children, you're more likely to choose healthy meals and prioritize exercise. Your why becomes a guiding principle, influencing your daily actions and long-term strategies. Finally, your why connects you to something greater than yourself. It gives meaning to your efforts and a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond personal gain. Whether your purpose is to inspire others, contribute to your community, or leave a lasting legacy, your why transforms your goals from tasks to missions. It infuses your journey with passion and significance, making every step worth the effort. By keeping your why front and center, you empower yourself to overcome challenges, stay disciplined, and achieve your dreams. It's not just a motivator, it's the foundation of everything you do. Ladies and gentlemen, as we bring this journey to a close, I want you to take a moment to reflect. Think about the goals you've set, the dreams you've envisioned, and the aspirations you've nurtured in your heart. Now, ask yourself one powerful question: what's stopping me? The truth is, the barriers we face are often built by our own doubts, fears, and excuses. But today, you've been reminded that excuses are not walls, they are illusions. They can be shattered by determination, discipline, and an unrelenting belief in your ability to succeed. Remember, every excuse is an opportunity in disguise. When you say, "I don't have time," consider how you can prioritize differently. When you think, "I'm not ready," realize that the perfect moment doesn't exist, you create it. When you're tempted to say, "I can't," shift your mindset to ask, "How can I?" We've talked about owning your mindset, embracing challenges, and taking full responsibility for your life. These are not just concepts, they are the principles that will propel you forward when the path seems uncertain. Discipline will guide you when motivation fades. Your why will remind you of the bigger picture when obstacles arise. And every small, consistent step will bring you closer to the life you desire. So here's my challenge to you. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Take one bold action that aligns with your goals. It doesn't have to be monumental, it just has to move you forward. Replace hesitation with action, replace fear with courage, and replace excuses with solutions. You have everything within you to achieve greatness. The strength, the creativity, the resilience, it's all there, waiting for you to unleash it. But no one can do it for you. It's your responsibility, your journey, your destiny to claim. Let today be the day you draw a line in the sand. No more excuses, no more delays, no more waiting for the perfect conditions. Commit to yourself, to your goals, and to the life you deserve. Because the world needs your talents, your contributions, and your unique light. Now go out there and make it happen, no excuse.